don't like how it is now, because it's like everybody is dating for something. Nobody's dating genuinely because they want to get to know somebody and build a future with them. It's like, no, do you got money? Can you buy me this? Can you buy me that? And it's just like, can you go make your own money, bum? First of all, so that you can date who you really want to date. Because at the end of the day, you done wasted all that time trying to find somebody to finance you when you could have been financing yourself, putting that energy into yourself.
Well, welcome back. It is a new day. We thank the good Lord. It's a new day. Thank God it is a new day. So good to see you again. Thanks for stopping. It's me again, WJ. We got something interesting to talk about today. Have you found the one, or you're just stripping? The one. That is a topic we're always going to keep talking about, because everybody's looking for the one. A man is looking for the one. A woman is also looking for the one. So, as we always do, we're going to go through some series of videos. But before we do that, let's just talk about real quick what this lady was saying. Work on yourself. And believe you me, the right one will come. The one will find you, or you will find the right one. Have the right mindset. Dating today is so different from back then. It's all so materialistic now. It's so transactional, and that is the problem. Very few people are dating to actually settle down, to build a family, to build something positive. Well, let's go to this next video, and please put your comments in the comment section below and let us know. Have you found the one, or you were just still tripping? Take a look at this.
I was married to a good man who ultimately was not my man. And I knew that pretty early on. I knew that maybe 3 hours into our first date. I knew that 6 months in when we got engaged. And I knew that again and again and again. But I didn't want to know that because I really wanted the relationship to work. And I think what was so hard was that we were good friends. We had a great time together. I loved the work he was doing. I loved the way we collaborated. And on paper, everything looked like a good match. But I still knew that something was missing. It's funny because I lead journaling workshops, and I always ask people, what truth are you afraid to admit to yourself and why? And it was the question that I avoided the most, because the truth I was afraid to admit to myself is that I no longer wish to be in my marriage. Admitting that to myself meant I'd have to blow everything up. And in a lot of ways, it was good and comfortable. There were so many reasons to try and make it work because it was more convenient. But I ultimately realized I didn't want to live a life that was convenient. I wanted to live a life that was courageous.
I'd like to know what you have to say about this scenario. Honestly, I feel like the lady's making a very, very, very big mistake. It's one thing for it to be a bad relationship, a bad person, in whatever way. But it's another thing if the person is a good person. Ain't that what everybody's looking for at the end of the day? Someone you can collaborate with, someone you can align with. And I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people get married to people who they'll tell you they probably were never really attracted to initially, but the love grew. So I'm hearing from this lady, she's in search of something that's probably not even there. She's looking for something that's not there. So she may never find that. However, I have to say, if she had felt it 3 hours into dating, and then she waited 6 months, that was really bad. She should have made it known and not carry the guy on who ultimately fell in love with her, proposed to her, planned all the wedding, consummated the wedding, only to come and tell the guy, you are not the one. That is terrible. That is really bad. Really, really terrible. I don't know what to say in this regard, but hey, I'd like to know what you think about this. Please put in the comment section below. Let's take a look at this next one. Getting even more interesting. Take a look.
There are men out there that have looked at a woman and from the first glance, from the first second, my father included, was like, that's my wife.
That's her.
So if you know this exists and you know it's possible and you know this
settling?
love exists, because where do you think movies got their inspiration from? You know what I mean? Why do you not think that you're worthy of that?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you think that a man would look at you and be like,
That's the one.
that's the one, this is what I've been praying for? Unless you yourself aren't showing up as that kind of woman.
Wow. Unless you are not showing up as that type of woman that a man will look at first glance and say, that is my wife. That is deep. Because I think that's one of the major problems. That a lot of people that are trying to be what they're not because of peer pressure, trying to move along just to move along, to get along with everybody. They know that's not their comfort zone, but they're doing what everybody else is doing, and it's counting against them. It's fighting against them, not in their favor. You cannot be what everybody is. Everybody is so unique. Marriages are still happening. Love connections are still happening, regardless of what we may be hearing out there. However, for it to happen, you have to stand out. You can't be like everybody else. There has to be something unique about you that catches a man's attention, that catches a woman's attention. That person is different. That man is different. That woman is different. And that is the key to finding the one, or being found as the one. Not a one, because any man can find a woman. But when you're looking for the woman, it's a different ballgame. So well said by this lady. You have to be what you are looking for. Be that. Be that. And you will be shocked. When you are not like everybody else, you are yourself, you're confident in yourself, and you're doing the right thing. Believe you me, men can see. They know when they see a woman, if she's the type of woman they want to take home. And they know for sure, when they see a woman, this ain't it. I cannot mess with this. I can take this to Papa, nor can I take this to Mama. It ain't working. Be the person that you are looking for. If you're looking for someone kind, be a kind person. If you're looking for someone nice, be a nice person. If you want someone who's smiling, be the one that smiles. Because every action always generates a reaction. Now, I want you to listen to this. This next one coming. And please put your comments in the comment section below. Take a look.
Could he possibly like me more than his girlfriend? And could I possibly be dumb to think that it's more than
what gender are you asking this question to? He might absolutely like you more than his girlfriend. That do not mean he want to be with you. That don't mean he's ever intending to wife your. Because your girl can get on your goddamn nerves, but I still know this who I want to be with. She's just getting on my nerves right now, and I don't like her. I love her, though, but I happen to like you. You know what I'm saying? Because in the midst of my difficulty with my partner, you was willing to squeeze yourself in. You didn't even try to take up space. You know what I'm saying? You was willing to fit into my life exactly the way I needed you to fit in. You feel me? I can like you right where you at. You don't want no more? You ain't asking for shit? Hell yeah, I like you. You mean I get to still go home to my girl? Yes, I like you a lot. I'm going to talk to you a lot. You mean you going to get up? You actually okay with me having to get off the phone when my girl walk in? Yeah, I like you, baby. I like you. I like you a lot. A whole lot. Yeah, that nigga might like you more than his girlfriend. Yes.
You know the problem I have with this clip? Society has made it okay. Some of these types of discussions that would never, ever, in prior times, back in the day, you can never be proud of saying things like that. People are so proud to come out now and talk about you have someone at home, but yet you're running around with someone else, a side chick, side dude. From the onset, that is just wrong, in my opinion. That is just nasty, just terrible. So I'm not sure. In this triangle they're all in, none of them have found the one. I could tell you that much. They're all just messing around and wasting each other's times. Because there is no way you say you found the one, you have the one at home, and you're still messing around with a one. And then you have the audacity as the A1 to come and say, I'm better than supposed D1, which I will call another A1 in the house, because that's not D1. You cannot be the one and someone else is in the picture. So in this scenario, for me, this is just messed up. None of them have found D1. They're just tripping here. In this scenario, they are tripping. The lady that asked the question, the man she's asking a question about, and the girl she's talking about, they're all tripping. This is a total mess, total chaos. That's not how you find D1. When you found D1, you have to be committed. Talking about a long-lasting relationship here, not something you come and go. It's just I don't know where or when we got it all wrong, where things like this are now so acceptable to even ask. Back in the day, I know if you asked a question like this, you couldn't even ask a question like this. But now people are so comfortable asking these types of questions. It's ridiculous. Well, I'll say this before we go, and then we could just wrap this up. Make sure when you say to yourself, and you know to yourself that that you have found the one, that you have that inner peace. Remember that lady we watched, the one that was married, ended up marrying the guy, but came out to say she knew he wasn't the one because she had an inner rumbling. Something was not sitting well. And I think that's an indication, the lack of peace about your decision. So think about that. Make sure you have that peace. Make sure you're okay. Make sure you can wake up in the morning, look yourself in the mirror and say, yeah, that's the one. And the other person, can say that about you as well, because it cannot be one-sided. It's got to be both ways. And you're aligned. And never let anybody come in between you two. Have you found the one, or you were just tripping? Please put your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about these clips and what you think. If you're looking for the one, keep on looking. You will find them. Just make sure you be what you're looking for. Don't you ask someone to be something that you're looking for, and you are not that for them. As always, you know how we like to wrap it up. We never like to leave without reminding ourselves that we always remember that we got one life with many seasons. So we want to make the best of it. I'll be coming back again with more pieces. God bless you, and I'll see you. So you're taking now. Bye for now.